Welcome back, people. Today is my day one. I've not even attempted the sketch or a sketch of a horse yet. So this is what I'm doing today. I'm going to attempt my first ever sketch of a horse. Once I get past this stage and that stage, this one here is sort of ad lib a little bit. So let's just get to it, people. I'm going to put that out of the way so I can see what I'm looking at. And you should be able to see these a bit closer. Let's try that first anyway. So you got to sort of do a circle. Let's have a go. So you put a circle in like this. Well, it's sort of a circle. Yes, the first one's going to be a bit iffy-wiffy. And then you put like an oval shape in. Should it be the same size? I don't know. And then another circle. I think I might have that as the head, you know. Try and make it a bit cleaner, not too bad. And then I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to put it this way. Yeah, sod it. And then this guy sort of goes like this, and then this guy comes up from this, sort of like this, and then we have another circle coming off of this. Well, not like that then, probably like that, I suppose. I don't know. And then this guy, does that go in? Yeah, that's going to have to come up a bit to form this bit. Probably like that. Well, not too bad. Probably a little bit longer then, Bill. Yeah, a bit longer. It's probably too long now, isn't it? This is tough. Let's put some ears in for him. Yeah, that's not too bad. You can only see one ear on that anyway. Not too bad. It's sort of looking like that needs a little bit more of a circle. Not too bad. And then in the leg, it sort of goes down at an angle. We come all the way down to the bottom. And then we do like a little hoof, like this. Well, it should be like that then, shouldn't it? It's not too bad. And then this guy comes up. I know I'm doing it ad hoc ways, but that is going to come up. We're going to form a little nog in there. This then comes up. That's not too bad. And then we have a leg poking out the back, coming down at the side. So you come down and you can just make out that little hoof there over that side. And then that comes up. So yes, it's not the best double leg system, but it will do me. Then this guy does this move. Okay, not too bad. And then this, let's have a look, goes, it's sort of like this. It comes off that curve. Yeah, it comes down at an angle. And then it then does that move almost at an angle, so it does this to where the feet is, where I can see it, sort of, yeah. And then the hoof's got to go that way now, hasn't it? I'm doing the opposite way, but it should be okay. Just sort of bring it in. Yes, it might not be great. And then this guy comes up. There's a little circle there. This comes up. Not too bad. And then this guy does, I think this arm needs to come and curve in a little bit more. And then this guy comes up. And then this arc needs to come around a bit more. That's better. And then we have a second leg here that then is separated, so you can see the other hoof. So you can put the other hoof in here. Hoofy doofy. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Is it there? I don't know. Tough, isn't it? And then we got this back that then dips and then comes over. I'm not like that, Bill. And then we've got to put a tail in, haven't you? So I think the tail starts about here, doesn't it? Just put a little tail in, give it a little tail I've probably done that all wrong, but let's put a little tail in. Then you got sort of put his eyes in. I suppose again we're not giving much in the ways of. Has he got a big bum? I don't know. That's better. And then this guy's got to come down a bit more. I think that's got to curve in a bit more as well. Let's have a go with this leg. Make it a bit nicer. Not too bad. Not too bad first attempt. Yes, put a little floor in. I think I need to loosen up a little bit, I think. Let's try his nostrils. Put little nostrils in the mouth in. That'll do him. And then he's got an eye. I think that goes in there like that. He's got any other features? Yeah, he's got like these things, hasn't he? He's got this neck that comes up. And then he has like this thing that comes around. That needs to come up a bit then. And then his ears a bit more wider. It's like a donkey. It's tough, isn't it? And then he's got this thing that comes down. Yeah, like that. Give it a little bit of feature. This has got to come up a bit. Then he's got this neck muscle here. I know he's got a neck muscle. That needs to be a little bit more like that. Okay, it's not too bad, is it? I'm going off the actual coloured picture here, people. And then he's got this. He's got this thing, hasn't he? He's got this little mane coming down that comes in, sort of, and it does that, doesn't it? It's not too bad. Yes, it's all a bit iffy-wiffy because of this sketching I've done. It isn't great. It's not good either. But it's my first ever horse attempt, people. I think I've done myself proud. Yeah, that tail then, it comes down to here. So let's give him that tail that comes down to about there. Ain't he got a bushy tail? Ain't he got a bushy tail? Oh dear. It's my first one, people. Shall we try again? Yeah, we won't do it. Let's try another sketch. If I can just get one piece of paper off. Yeah, that's my first one. Now, I'm not over ecstatic with that choice, but okay, let's try again. Right, attempt number 2. I'm going to go a bit more rounder with the circle. That's better. And then we want an oval, overlapping. Again, I've done that oval too small. That's a bit better. That's better. And then another circle that overlaps. Ish. Tell you what, we're going to go with that, people. We're going to go with that. And we're going to go the same way, I think. No, we're not. We're going to go this way. So the head's facing that way. So we're going to have to come down off of this to do the back. And then this guy comes in and then round. What I've got to see what I'm seeing on the paper anyway. And then that comes down straight. And then we have a hoof that comes in. Try and draw a hoof bill. Yeah, it goes around and down. Well, it looks like he's got a Quasimodo. Well, his ear rate. And then that comes up. And then that guy, well, you got to get this in, haven't you? Yeah, you got to do this curve. That's it. And then this curve. And then this guy comes up and curves in. Sort of like that. Yeah, not too bad. Whew. And then the second leg, it almost comes straight down. It comes down to about where this noggin is noggin. And then it comes down straight like that, down to there. And then you have another hoof that goes down and around. Yeah. And probably a bit closer, actually. Me rubber, man. I don't like. Hey, you know me, mate. Get rid of that crap and try again. It's only a sketch, and it's yeah. Okay, this has to come dead close to it, and then comes down like there. Yeah, and then we have a hoof that does this. That's almost flat. That's it. And then it has a little lip, and then it does this. And then this is clearly like that. And then it sort of goes up into the leg. That's better. I don't know what I'm doing there. Not too bad. We've got these little like circles there, but I don't think we need them. Either way, people, I think I'm liking this. Not too bad there. Then we're going to work on this front leg, which then starts life inside. So it's going like this. It comes off. It's almost a straight leg. A straight leg. So let's say the floor's here-ish. Yeah, roughly. This guy comes down, and then it has a hoof that goes around, and it cuts back in, almost flat. That's more like it. Then it has a little ankle there, and it comes back up, and then curves in. A little nog in there, maybe. Not too bad. And then this guy is coming off this. It's coming down, almost again vertical. Almost vertical. And then this guy comes down and curves in and forms a little hoof. Of course, that's going to be on the ground as well, Bill. It's a bit iffy on that leg. I'm suffering with the legs, aren't I? Eh? Now we've got to think about this back. We've got to do that triangle bit, haven't we? Yeah, I forgot about that. So we've got to go, and it's almost like this. Over. Hopefully you can see this, people. Yeah, and then this guy starts about there. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, and then this guy does, well, you do a triangle here like this. Then this guy comes up, and we do another little triangle. Yeah, probably a little bit thingy. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'll take that, people. Don't forget you got this curve coming in where his jawbone would be. Then it comes down to his nose. We've got to put some ears in this guy, hasn't he? And then his ears going to come up and over. Sort of like that, people. Not going crazy with it. And then it sort of comes up like this. Yeah, that's better. Then his nose, it's sort of just that. And then his eye is sort of like this. And then that. A bit bigger, Bill. That's not too bad, actually. I'll buy that. And then his nose and mouth is sort of ad-lib his nose and mouth a bit. Not too bad. Probably a little bit more pronounced. Do you know what, people? It isn't bad, is he? And then he's got this neck, like a neck thing coming from almost from this corner. So as I bring this up, I'm going to bring him up. Okay. And of course, then he's got his little, that should be curved like that. Yeah, curved in. That's not too bad, that's better. Let's finish his back off, eh? Then bring his neck muscle in and over. He's a bit long, not too bad. And then his tail, I've just noticed something. His back leg should be here somewhere. So if I just get rid of that bit there, and then bring that up, we're in the same position with the position when I want to put the tail. So you can just make the tail out from this side and just get that in, and that tail comes all the way down, and you can just make it out from this leg. It's not too bad. We haven't got the don't know about that. Shouldn't that be curving in? Yeah, like that. Should be curving in, that leg. Not too bad. Shouldn't that be curving in? Like this. Let's have a look. That's a bit better. It's a better horse. My second attempt. It's not easy, people. Oh, I've got a little tiny bit of hair here, haven't you? Got a little tiny bit of hair coming off his mane. That's it. And then you've got shading and bits and bobs. He's got something on his eye there. That's it. It's tough. It really is. He's got a tiny bit of hair coming off of this, hasn't he? Of course he has. I think a sharper pencil, a lighter pencil, and then go dark in after, it will work. I think it's too long, but we aren't giving the depth, sizes or anything. But that's my second attempt, people. It looks a bit like it's almost the shape of a cow, isn't it? Again, I think it's just practice. But either way, people, there's my first attempt, and there's my second. I don't know, people. I'm liking most of this bits. I mean, I think that leg should come up, and it almost comes in like that. And then this guy curves up to form the neck. It's a bit nicer, but it's tough. It really is tough. Well, let me know what you think, people. My first ever attempt at 2 sketches of a horse, but not bad. I don't think I've ashamed myself. I can only try, people. So hopefully, people, you've enjoyed this one and you've had a little laugh at me. That's fine. But hopefully I get better at it. I think I need a sharper pencil and rethink my process. This is tough, but I'm going to give it another go. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.